sponsorship tonight.
Yes, so Adam Cohen is our next speaker.
Wow.
Today's teen, friend, foe, or Antichrist. Go get him, Adam.
Thank you. I gave no money. Okay, is anybody here either the parent of a teenager or lives with a teenager? Anybody? You see how I said that? Like I was saying, does anybody here have gout? Right? When your kid hits adolescence, it's like a bomb goes off in the house. But it's like a special kind of neutron bomb where the physical structures are left standing, but all decency, maturity, and patience is wiped out. Most of us are familiar with the telltale signs, the mood swings, the sudden outbursts, the sarcasm, the selfishness, the eye rolling, and that's just from the parents, right? But, you know, let's be honest, everybody here, we've all been through that awkward, oily, hormonally imbalanced phase of life. So shame on us for being surprised when our kids get possessed by the same evil spirits, right? It's important that we understand what's going on here so that we can get through it without any bloodshed, right? And I think the best way to do that is to look at it from each side's point of view, and that's what we're going to do tonight. To understand a teenager's perspective on this, it's best not to think of them as a teenager at all, but rather as a disgruntled roommate who can't get out of their lease, basically. Because that's really how they see parents, as just roommates who they expect to stay out of their business like any good roommate would, right? So, of course they hate their parents. I mean, how would you feel if, you know, your roommate was constantly telling you to, you know, clean up your crap, change those ridiculous-looking clothes, turn off the TV, and go to bed? I mean, can you imagine? You'd be looking for a new place to live like within an hour. And you'd get on the phone with your friends, you know, and you'd say, no, I can't go. I didn't finish my vegetables, and Dave is pissed. Ugh, that guy is insane. I've got to get out of here. You know, like imagine if you came home and your psycho roommate was sitting there in the kitchen, and what would you do? You'd go get something out of the pantry, go up to your bedroom, and lock the door. You don't want to be around that. Who would? Or, you know, imagine you're trying to sleep in on a Saturday morning, and your psycho roommate sticks her head in the door and says, hey, you want to go to the park today? And you'd be like, no. You know, that's not disrespect. That's just common sense. Why would I want to hang out with somebody who put a content filter on my computer without telling me while I was at school? I mean, you are unstable and dangerous, okay? Stay away from me. So that's how teens see it. From the parents' perspective, teenagers are like the worst slack-ass employees you've ever seen in your lives, but you're not allowed to fire them. You know, like when you hired them, they were young and eager, and it was great. They did everything you told them to do. They followed you around. They emulated you. What could be better, right? But then after a few years, they started showing up late, you know, going home early. Their attitudes went in the crapper. You suspect they may be drinking or doing drugs. And yet, despite all that, they keep asking for more money and more responsibility and more vacation time. And you're just looking at this gold bricker, and you just can't believe your eyes. And you just want to fire him so bad. But every time you talk to your business partner about it, she goes, we can't. We're not allowed to. And you're like, why not? And she says, well, they've got this amazing union, and we can't touch them. We even have to pay for their college, you know, and you're like, ah. So I hope this talk has created a little understanding and empathy on both sides of this issue. But if not, it's nice to know that we grown-ups can follow the example of our forefathers and simply just wait for our kids to have some of their own. And barring that, we can follow the example of Leanne, my 4th grade class's hamster, who we found out one Monday morning had eaten her children. Bon appetit, and thank you.